Russian freight trains continue uninterrupted to Finland despite prolonged Ukraine conflict. Explosion in Helsinki apartment injures 2. Man suspected of attempted murder. Residents in Kärkölä frustrated after 8 weeks without hot water due to unpaid bills. Helsinki police seek cyclist after hit-and-run incident injures schoolchild. Freight trains from Russia, hundreds of meters long, continue to be a familiar sight at Kärkölä, Finland. The transportation of raw materials from Russia to Finland through the Kärkölä border crossing shows no signs of slowing down, despite the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine that has lasted for more than 2 years. Every week, hundreds of Russian train cars still arrive in Finland, mainly carrying nickel and fertilizers. The import of these materials does not violate EU sanctions, although the US and the UK have imposed sanctions. Russian expert Alexander Kalander believes that through this trade, Russia not only earns financial resources for the war, but also indirectly spreads the message that Western countries prioritize economic interests over supporting Ukraine. This creates a difficult situation for Finland and the EU in deciding whether to continue trading or to accept economic losses to reduce Russia's influence. Early this morning, an explosion occurred in an apartment in the Lassila area of Helsinki, injuring 2 people who had to be hospitalized. Nearby residents reported being awakened by a loud explosion and cries for help. Police quickly arrived at the scene and, after ensuring safety, entered the apartment and began investigating. Initial findings indicate that the explosion was related to illegal explosives owned by a 44-year-old man. He is currently suspected of attempted murder and violation of explosives laws. The case is still under police investigation. Residents of an apartment building in Kärkölä are very upset after living without hot water for 8 weeks. The reason is that the building management company has not paid the service bills. The residents said that the owner had repeatedly promised that the issue would be resolved, but no concrete actions have been taken so far. This situation has not only made life difficult, but also caused many inconveniences in daily activities. Some residents have decided to leave and move to a new place due to the inability to endure this situation any longer. Last week, a cyclist collided with a primary school student in Herttoniemi, Helsinki, causing the child to be thrown several meters and injured in the head and body. Notably, the cyclist did not stop to help but continued to leave the scene, heading toward the Herttoniemi ice rink. Helsinki police are investigating the incident on suspicion of a traffic safety violation and are urging the cyclist or anyone with information about the incident to contact them. The cyclist is described as a white woman, about 170 centimeters tall, wearing green and black clothing and a black helmet. On Sunday evening, Helsinki police received reports of gunshots inside an apartment in the Lassila area. The incident occurred around 8 p.m., but no one was injured. The suspect had left the scene before the police arrived. At the same time, another investigation was underway on Putranakatu Street in Espoo, but police have not confirmed whether the 2 incidents are related. On Monday morning, police arrested 3 people in connection with the Lassila shooting and continue to investigate with suspicions of attempted murder. Last Saturday evening, a serious murder took place in the Kemeniemi area of Tampere, Finland. According to police, the victim, a middle-aged woman, was murdered by a middle-aged man in their private home. Unfortunately, the suspect also died shortly afterward. The police are investigating the cause of the suspect's death and verifying details related to the case. The Kemeniemi area, known for its tranquility, is now abuzz with questions and concerns among local residents due to this incident. A production facility belonging to Kieku Oy, an egg packaging company, has been found to contain Salmonella bacteria. Customers are advised to immediately dispose of or return all eggs labeled Kieku Oy with the farm code 2FI220479. A list of 13 affected product names has been published in Kieku Oy's notice. The S-Ryhmä Group also announced the incident over the weekend. According to a new study by the Nordic Council, Nordic countries, including Finland, have built too many waste incineration plants compared to future needs. The study shows that while incineration plants play an important role in heat production, maintaining high recycling goals remains a top priority. To achieve this, incineration needs to be reduced, and instead, more types of waste should be reused as raw materials. While Denmark has decided to close some incineration plants, other countries like Finland are considering importing waste from other countries to utilize the excess capacity of these plants. The Kotka-Kouvola railway line is being renovated to improve accessibility for people with disabilities. New stops will be completed by the end of this fall, ensuring that moving on the platforms becomes more convenient for wheelchair users, the visually impaired, and parents with strollers. However, even though the platforms have been renovated, train travel between Kouvola and Kotka is still not entirely convenient, as VR's current trains remain too high. By spring 2026, VR will introduce new trains with low floors suitable for all passengers. In the meantime, VR offers taxi services to assist people with disabilities on this route. The spread of adenovirus at the Kainuu Brigade continues to be complicated, showing no signs of abating. Currently, about 10 conscripts are being treated in the hospital. Additionally, 2 staff members of the brigade have also contracted the disease, one of whom is hospitalized. According to Lieutenant Colonel Jukka Vuorisalmi, the sudden increase in infections at the brigade has made the situation serious. Preventive measures have been tightened, including enhanced hygiene, wearing masks indoors, and limiting time away from the barracks to prevent further spread. Many Finnish fashion brands are facing major difficulties and are calling for consumer support on social media to survive. Sustainable fashion brands, once popular during the pandemic, are now facing heavy financial pressure due to changing consumer habits and rising production costs. Sharp declines in sales have forced many businesses to offer discounts or hold clearance sales. Some well-known brands like Buppu Design have launched discount campaigns to attract buyers. Producers like Mariana Puldenius, owner of Televisia Lifestyle Store, expressed concern about the future as sales have not met expectations. Similarly, longtime fashion designer Ritva Fala is also liquidating products, which could end her business. These difficulties highlight the challenges of the Finnish fashion industry in maintaining domestic production and meeting the increasingly stringent demands of the market.